Welcome to Hip Hop Hoops Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Igadero.
And I'm your co-host, Chris Blackwood. What up, what up, what up, what up? Let's go.
Listen, my brother, we got a lot to unfold today.
Yeah, we do, man.
A lot.
A whole lot.
You know,
Pissing me off right now, like. But it's okay. Holy.
We gotta relax. We gotta relax a little bit.
Shit. Let's go, man. We here.
Yo, let's start off with NBA,
vent.
of course, man. Basketball. So much has been going on.
Yes.
Let's talk about the biggest disappointments in the East and the West and the biggest surprises. Let's start off with the biggest surprises in the East.
The biggest surprise in the East for me
sir.
is Indiana. Indiana Pacers.
Whoa.
The Indiana Pacers, Coach Carlisle, whatever he's giving them, he got the boys hooping.
Okay,
Halliburton leading the league in assists.
Right.
Doing his damn thing. Mathin, what's his name? Mathurin?
Yes,
oh
sir.
my gosh. He's rookie, like candidate for rookie of the year. Chances
him
are,
and Paulo.
Yeah. Chances are he'll probably make all first rookie team for sure. But coming off the bench.
Yes, but I was thinking, can he also get
technically,
six
yes,
man?
He should. Because he's coming off the bench.
So
and he's like the sixth man coming off the bench.
Because people are saying we should give it to Westbrook, but I'm saying
Why?
if he has a better record and his
he
team
didn't
is
even
winning.
want to come off the bench, number one. Maybe because of the storyline behind it. Former MVP, you know what I mean? Played a certain way.
Right.
Was considered selfish, and now Coach Ham got to him, and the story, La La Land, sounds perfect.
Right.
But Hoopers know. That kid from Canada, from the
averaging
MTL.
wasn't he having like 20 a game or something like that?
Who's that?
Mathurin.
Something almost like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's the leading scorer off the bench.
Come on, man. Let's go, man.
And he's a Canadian.
Straight from Montreal, man.
Yes,
Montreal.
Sir. And Indiana's record is 23-21.
I believe they're 6th right now.
They're 8th.
Oh, they're 8th.
They're 8th.
Okay.
They are 8th. And the Lakers are not, we know what the Lakers are, 19-23.
Right.
So should he get it?
Hey, he's on path of getting it, man. He's on route of getting that. Definitely.
I would have to say Brooklyn Nets, man.
Yeah.
We've been in here. That's my biggest surprise. I didn't think that they would get out of that hole that they were in.
Right.
Like you heard me on the record numerous times.
Straight
I can say
poo-pooing
that I'm
on them.
Even though
and
KD's my
your
boy,
guy.
but I was like, man, this hill that they got to climb,
right.
I don't think is possible.
Right.
They went on a 12-game winning streak.
Yes.
They are number 2 in the East right now.
Right, because of that 12-game winning streak.
Yes.
With KD.
The record is 20.
You know where I'm going with this, right?
27-14.
Right.
They won 18 out of the last 20 games.
Phenomenal.
Their schedule right now is really soft.
It is.
They play like San Antonio. They play like OKC. I'm not gonna sleep on OKC.
Ain't soft for that, but yeah.
Shout out to that boy Shea.
Oh my god.
And we gotta shout out Eugene. If you haven't watched that joint, go watch it now.
Yo, they're moving like the Indiana Pacers of the West with all that Canadian content.
But I think they even have the second best. They're 27-14 right now.
Right.
And 27-14, I believe, might be even the second best record. No, it's not the second best record in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like top 4, top 5 in the whole entire NBA.
Right.
With the 27-14 record. Like I said, man, KD was at an MVP level. His numbers were like ridiculous. He was shooting like 67% from the field, like 40% from 3.
And he should be in the discussions for MVP.
Before he was injured, he was actually top 3.
That's the key right there. That's the key to everything right there.
Again, it just seems like KD gets hurt the same way every year. Like, he was passing everybody. He was like top 14 in scoring all time. He was about to be, top 10 by the end of the year, possibly depending when he comes back.
Right.
But, this guy's averaging like 37 and 6 or something like that. Crazy with these crazy percentages. And they're saying like these are all career highs from KD.
Right.
And this is after the Achilles tear.
Man, he's a hooper, man.
So it's like you tear your Achilles and you come back even better. Like,
my thing
that's nuts.
How I determine a top hooper
is
when you take away their athleticism. And it's just their skill set.
Just skill.
Just skill. Because some guys have the advantage. They're skilled and they got the athleticism to back it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
But I was like, sometime back in the day when I was younger, I used to say like, when we used to have like the Vince Carter, Kobe, I was Toronto. Vince was my guy, you know what I mean? And I would go against all those Kobe fans and I was like, you know what? take away athleticism, who's better? And like I had to give it to Kobe. You know what I mean? But Vince was right there. You know what I mean? But anyhow, I'm just saying, you take away athleticism, KD is a problem. So coming off of those injuries is not really going to hinder his game because he is a certified bucket.
Yes.
And he doesn't need that much athleticism to get his shit
And
out.
he's been playing very well on the defensive end.
Right.
You know, he's giving you 1 point something blocks a game. So he's doing it on the defensive end as well. And Brooklyn is a top 8 defensive team.
Which is a good look.
That is just wild the way they turned around their whole season.
Right.
Like they're actually like relevant, right now.
But Iggs, my brother, could the honeymoon be over?
We'll see.
Jacques Vaughn, you're getting a lot of praise. And my man Steve Nash is getting a lot of pushback and slander.
What?
Now
how do we take this though?
Kyrie. Kyrie was the key. When Kyrie buys in, they look great. Now, Kyrie, you got to lead without KD. You're 0-1 right now. Jacques Vaughn, you're 0-1 without KD and Kyrie. You have Kyrie, I mean. So my question is, how long is he out for? 2 weeks?
Yeah. So
let's see.
The funny thing is the 2 weeks is almost over. Like they already went 1 week. So their schedule was kind of favored because the injury happened on a Sunday and they didn't play all the way till Thursday.
Lucky.
And then they don't play all the way till Sunday now.
But we'll
then they don't play until like Tuesday. So within those 2 weeks, if he comes back within the 2 weeks.
If he comes back, that's key.
That's the key. If he comes back within the 2 weeks, he only would miss maybe like 4 or 5 games tops.
Well, even though it's a small sample size.
And the schedule is terrible.
Go 0-5. If they go 0-5, I'm gonna talk my shit.
If they go 0-5, that just shows you that KD's probably MVP.
Right. And Kyrie, you gotta lead.
Yeah.
You have an opportunity in a sample size to lead. Shut all the haters up.
So the next few games, OKC, San Antonio, Phoenix, Utah, Golden State, Philly, Detroit, New York, LA.
All losses without KD.
San Antonio lost?
San Antonio, man, that's Coach Pop over there, man.
Okay, now you're just saying anything.
Listen, man, they beat Cleveland. They got some of their wins were some big time wins.
Come on.
Don't sleep.
Anyways, biggest disappointment in the East.
My Raptors, man. Still.
Okay.
I love them. I love them to death. You know what I mean? They went through a phase where, roles had to change, roles weren't accepted, and they're battling. You know what I mean? Before that loss, because of them refs, love the refs, but you guys slow your roll, play your position. You should not be determining games. But anyway.
Okay, so then you agree that on that last minute block attempt by Tim Hardaway Jr. on Brown for the Lakers, the refs were fine letting that go.
Should have been a foul.
So then what are you talking about then?
It should have been a foul. But as you see on the
that's refs determining the game.
Right.
So which one is it? Which one should it be? You're saying the ref should not determine the game, right?
I'm even talking about calls before that. If you go back to that Dallas Laker game, that 2-minute report, the refs missed a lot of calls. It's circulating online.
Yeah,
saying
they missed a bunch of calls both ways.
But I'm saying even if it goes both ways, sometimes the ways are the reason why you lose.
So
that no call.
What was the report? What was the report?
I don't remember it exactly, but LeBron was having a field day just dissecting it and letting it be known that I'm just saying, these refs gotta chill, man. Like what? Like Coach Pop said, do we need to add a 4-point line? Because of this circus? The league is turning to a circus right now, man.
If they can be consistent, I don't mind the aggressiveness on defense. I don't care.
But they're not letting, like I said in our last pod, it's like defenders are bringing a knife to a gunfight. There's only so much you could do on the defensive end. Fact or not fact, I'm just saying.
Anyways, so Raptors are your biggest disappointment.
Raptors are my biggest disappointment. I feel like we're just a big away. But right now, it's just...
No, I think it's deeper than big away. Anyways, Raptors, they're 11th in the East right now.
Yep.
They lost 13 of their last 20.
Yeah.
Like, their record is 19-24.
But there's still parity.
It's time.
There's still parity from 11 to 6.
It's time, though.
It's still parity from 11 to 6.
Because
what is their time for?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. We get to the middle of the pack and go to the playoffs.
Right.
Then what?
then
our ceiling is second round, probably first round exit.
It all depends if we're clicking or not.
And then we don't get a good draft pick. It all depends if
we're clicking.
We don't get a good draft pick. We don't get anything.
But
so why not?
What's so guaranteed about this draft pick? We want Victor. He's probably going to go to Rockets or Detroit.
We don't know where everything lays. We don't. I would take Scoot over anybody that we have except Scotty.
Victor or Scoot for sure. But
and there's a few other guys in that draft.
What are the odds of getting them that will fulfill a need?
I'm just saying, are you happy? I ask you this question all the time. Are you happy with just being a first round exit team, being in the middle of the pack? Are you satisfied with that?
I'm super satisfied with that.
I ain't satisfied with that.
Getting to the playoffs, anything could happen, bro.
No, I don't believe that.
All about matchups.
I don't believe that we are better than these teams in the East. I don't believe that the Raptors are better than. I'll tell you now. They're not better than Boston. They're not better than Brooklyn.
Yes, they are.
They're not better than Milwaukee.
Yes,
How
they
are we
are.
better than Brooklyn and Brooklyn beat us every single time?
Early in the season, when we're going through our shit.
Milwaukee, but we're still going through the things right now. They're not better than Philly. They're not better than Cleveland. Like I think we're better than the Knicks, but I think if we matched up with Indiana and Miami Heat, I think Miami Heat and the Pacers will beat us.
That's a good observation, but I disagree. I disagree. Because you just said Brooklyn's better than us because of the early success they had against us, but we beat Cleveland twice. But you're still saying Cleveland's better than us.
I think Cleveland is definitely better than us.
I think we're better than them. We match up.
I think we match up perfect with those guys. We don't lose or we lose.
Fair enough.
But anyways, that's my biggest disappointment as well is the Toronto Raptors. I think it's about time that we move on from Fred VanVleet.
Nah.
Fred VanVleet, we can't keep going off of what you did in 2019. This is a business of what have you done for me lately.
Fair enough.
And he just dropped 3 points last night. Like
Gary Trent went the same.
Don't ask me. But Gary Trent ain't asking for $120 million because he ain't getting that.
He's looking for more. He's looking for around that. That's why that's why he requested a trade.
He ain't getting that from nobody. And if he thinks that him and his dad are fools if they think they're gonna get that. But
look who's
they're not getting
that
money.
Rich Paul.
They're not getting that money.
Rich gets the job. He gets the job done.
You're right. You're right about that.
He gets the job done.
Rich gets them dollars.
He gets them dollars.
I didn't know that he was represented by Clutch.
Come on now,
man. But Freddie's not represented by Clutch. And Freddie, you're a 6'1" guard. You're about to be 29 in February.
Mm-hmm.
You're shooting 32% from three. You're shooting 35% from the field.
Right.
You're averaging 18
and 6.
18-6.
Yeah.
You're not defending at all. Javonte Murray just was killing you yesterday. Like, bro, I think it's a disrespect that you're even asking for more than what the Raptors are giving you as the 114. I think, and I honestly believe in my whole heart, like, bro, how are you even asking for 114?
But
you should say, man, I don't even deserve 114. Give me 85 again. Like, that's what I think he should be saying.
We don't know because he came out and said, because remember, he said he received like 30 emails. Right? When that news came out about him turning down 120. And he said that was totally false. He said it was false.
No, he didn't turn down the 120, the 114.
The 114, sorry. He's saying that did not happen.
So he's saying
it just got leaked. He said I don't know who leaked it.
So
but he received 30 emails from close friends, clearly. Because everybody's like, 114, you turned that down? From 85 to 114?
Yeah.
That's a massive increase that they were going to give you.
This is why I'm upset.
Right, but
there's a possibility.
There's a possibility, because he came out and said it after one of the games during their 3-game win streak. He said it. Once the news leaked and we did our rant on it, right then and there he said, yo, that was totally false. He doesn't even talk about negotiation stuff, but he had to mention it and say it's false.
Okay.
So we'll see. Right now, yes, he deserves an 85. I think 100.
No.
I feel like a sympathy. You're my guy, 100. Take it with this new role that we're going to give you. If it's something like that, that's great. But right now, if you're basing it on the result, if he gets an 85, he hit the lotto again.
To be honest, I don't even want him anymore.
Come on, stop it, man.
I'm just being honest.
But he brings so much more than when he's on, and he's a veteran present in the change room, man. That has to count for something as well.
So maybe we get another guard and put him off and make him come off the bench.
Possibly, and he would eat that role up too.
Because I don't think that he's a starting. I don't think he's going to be the guy to get us over the hump. When he did get us over the hump, Kyle Lowry, the dog, was with him,
right?
And he's no longer with us. So I just don't see him doing it by himself. And the way he's been performing for the last couple of years, for me, I just think it's time for us to move on.
Other than this year, last year was an All-Star. And Pascal was out and he helped carry the squad till Pascal came back. That has to count for something.
He doesn't get a 120 from me. He doesn't get 114 from me.
Well, we don't know what the numbers are going to be.
He can maybe get like
but I'm just saying
30,
he is
30,
part
40.
of our, he's a cornerstone to the team. You
And
can't get rid of OG, you can't get rid of Fred, and you definitely can't get rid of Pascal. You need those guys around Scotty Barnes.
No, the
four horsemen.
The three guys that gotta go. That sounds cute. But the three guys that gotta go, OG gotta go.
No. I seen a stat. My brother, hold that thought. I seen a stat. These NBA teams that like to go ISO. I seen a stat where it said guys that choose to go ISO on OG shooting like 21% from the field. Lock up season. Come on, my dude.
We made a mistake.
You want to get rid of that?
We made a mistake. We made the ultimate mistake. And I will sit here and say I was on that boat when we should have traded Scotty for KD. We should have made that trade. We should have made that trade. We should have made that trade.
My brother, one more thing before we go on to the next topic.
I'm just saying.
Scotty is seeing that he's a power forward with guard skills. You understand? And
he should have known that from the jump. He's been playing like this since high school.
As they were searching for an identity during the starting of this season, they want to make him a PG.
He looks a little timid this year.
I'm just saying, but he looks a little timid this year. Look how he's been playing in the last 4 games. He's taking guys to the post. Once he masters that hook,
that sample size enough.
It's gonna be a problem, man.
It's not enough for me because listen, we drafted him number 4 overall.
Right.
He got Rookie of the Year.
Because he's around dogs.
When we look at Rookie of the Years in previous years, the LeBron James, the Vince Carters.
Right.
Vince Carter, year 2 out the gate, 30. Like Chris Bosh, no, he didn't get Rookie of the Year. But when you look at Damon Stoudemire, second year out the gate. Dog.
But what happened?
You're saying let's wait for him. Wait for what? He got Rookie of the Year. Let's go. It's go time.
What happened when Damon got, and I love Damon's my OG, triple OG. What happened his 3rd year? His 4th year? He burned out. Well, and then requested a trade.
Well,
I'm just saying,
because they didn't build the team around them correctly.
So let us build around the 4 horsemen that we have.
What do you mean? We're already built.
We're not built. We're still in progress.
But what else can this team do
we
to
need
get better?
Big
Trade.
I'm just saying.
The big ain't gonna do nothing.
I am just saying. Last thing. We came with the strategy of all 6'9" across the board. Defense. Coach Nurse is a defensive guru. All of a sudden, the NBA wants more offense. Totally countered what the Raptors were trying to do this year. I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there.
What that got to do with us? We can still.
We can't play D. We're bringing a knife to a gunfight every single time.
Come on, let's stop.
Refs are taking away our aggression.
Bro, let's stop.
They fouled out Pascal yesterday. Point proven.
We love our home team.
Gonna love them to death.
Let's stop making excuses.
It's not
for
an excuse.
Poor play.
It's not
Freddie,
an excuse.
don't come with 3 points and talk about you want 120.
But what did Nick Nurse?
Don't do that.
Nick Nurse benched him.
Good.
So what are we doing?
Now let's trade him.
No, come on.
Let's get him out of there. Don't come with 3 points and say you want 120. That's disrespect.
So when he had 28 the other day, you didn't say nothing.
Keep doing it then.
Current chat groups that I was in during our 3-game winning streak.
Is that what we're going to live off of? A 3-game winning streak?
I'm just saying.
That still has us at 19 and 24?
We had a slow start.
Like
and
that 3-game winning streak we're still at 3 and 24.
Listen, and we're still.
What are we doing?
We're like we're a 5-game winning streak away from being in 6.
You said that 2 weeks ago, and
hey,
we still ain't get on this 5-game winning streak. When is this 5-game winning streak going to happen?
Hey man, it's soon.
Anyways, man. Listen, I love my team. I am not just satisfied with a 1st-round exit, middle of the pack team. I want another championship.
It's coming.
So to get another championship, we got to put around a package to go get Shea and bring that boy home. That's what we need to do.
Just say you want Shea, man.
I do. I don't want Freddie. I want Shea. I want the kid from Hamilton to come home and play for us.
Say that, man.
His home team.
Say that.
I'm done with Freddie.
But I don't think OKC was going to give him up. They still got Chet. They still got Chet. OG. Don't forget about Chet.
I don't care about Chet.
I'm just saying, they want to see OKC.
Chet got hurt without playing the game.
wants to see how Chet looks with all these guys. So we ain't going to get Shea.
But that's all good and dandy. Shea can now accept what he wants to accept. He already fulfilled his second year deal. So now he can pick and choose what he wants to do.
He
got his extension.
He got an extension. How long is that extension going to?
It's going to run out in a year or two.
All right.
So he has an opportunity to do what he wants to do.
A year or two is a long time away, man.
Hey, listen,
Freddie, I got you. Don't worry, man.
He can request a trade right now.
I got you.
Anyways,
bet on yourself.
Biggest disappointment in the West.
Golden State. I had them winning the West.
Did you not have Portland winning? Go ahead. No, that was the year.
That was the year before. Shout out Portland. Don't know, I see what you guys are doing. But anyway.
What they're doing.
Come on, man.
How are they doing?
You don't believe in them. You guys don't believe in progress.
Portland is ranked 11th with a 20-20 record. What they're doing. What do you see that they're doing?
Guys are developing. But anyway.
Go ahead. Your biggest disappointment in the West. Go ahead.
Golden State.
Okay.
I don't have their record in front of me.
Their record right now is 21-21. They're 500 team.
A 500 team. Horrible on the road.
They're horrible. They're disrespectful on the road. Disrespectful. Right? They just beat the San Antonio Spurs
at the Alamo Dome, right? Yo, but that was a big shout out to the NBA for that because you love the circus shit.
Oh god.
They played at the Alamo Dome, the most fans ever.
They were on a 5-game winning streak at one point.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
There's nothing. Steph Curry is back finally.
Right. But
he's looking a little rusty, but I don't think it'll take him no time for him to get back in his old form.
Right. Iggy's back. Not
Iggy's
you,
back.
Iggy, but you know what I'm talking. He got a dunk in the other day and everybody's going crazy over that.
Yeah.
But they still, the development piece, you know what I mean? Wiseman.
Nope.
Kuminga.
Nope.
You know what I mean? I think and that's what I'm talking about in regards to
everybody's
giving this narrative about they're the shiny object.
Ship them out.
And then boom. They ain't shit.
Man, listen, we gotta stop thinking that the development piece is gonna be like a 4-year, 5-year process, man. Like, let's be real about it. We all love Scotty, but Scotty don't look no better than we did last year. He don't.
Time out. Why are we talking about Scotty?
I'm just giving you an example. I'm just giving you an example.
Scotty's better than a Kuminga, and he's better than a Wiseman.
Are you sure about that?
In his second season, this season right now,
he's getting more opportunity than both of those guys.
Why aren't they getting opportunity? They had the opportunity to get opportunity, and it didn't happen.
Would Scotty get the opportunity over there at Golden State?
We're not talking about Golden State. We're talking about the fountain of youth.
Would Scotty get that same opportunity with the Golden State Warriors?
I don't know. He's a Raptor.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So that's my point.
I don't know.
But that's your biggest disappointment?
My biggest disappointment is the Golden State because I just felt guys coming back from injury, having a full offseason to get right. You know what I mean? Clay apparently didn't have that much of a physical improvement because he just wants to rest the legs, supposedly. They just don't look. Maybe they're hungover from their chip run. And this year...
Right now, they're a playing team, so...
But too many dogs right now, man. Denver. I told you about that Ish Smith effect. But you didn't want Ish Smith.
Ish Smith
don't
ain't
worry.
got nothing to do what's going on over
I'm looking out for you, fams.
Ish Smith has zero to do with what's going on.
He played on every team in the NBA, and he found a home in Denver. Let's go. I just want to put that...
He done played for all 30 teams.
I just want to throw that...
he found a home.
I just want to throw that out there. The Ish Smith effect is real.
Anyways...
Memphis. There's so many dogs out there. Sacramento... Better than Golden State right now.
Sacramento?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Hell yeah. So
my biggest disappointment right now for me is Denver. I mean, not Denver, sorry, Portland.
Portland?
Yes.
Okay.
They're just a bad team. They won they lost 11 out of their last 20 games.
Okay.
Their record is 20-22. And they are...
Hold up, they're 2 games under 500?
Yeah.
But then Golden State's a 500 team and...
But remember, I have more faith in Golden State than these guys. Remember, Curry was out for like a month.
But even when he was in, they were shit on the road.
Hey, I'm going to put my money, if I had to, on Golden State over Portland. That's just whatever. Okay. Portland is ranked, they're like 11th in the West. Dame Lillard has been, he's been back. He's been playing well. He scored 50. They still against who did he score 50 against? The Cavs. They still took a L.
A light 50.
Yeah,
Dame gets those buckets, man.
They still lost. That team, the way it's constructed, is not going to do anything in the West. Dame is just gonna be the richest guy who never wins. in the NBA.
You think that?
Yeah.
They're due.
He'll be the richest guy who just doesn't win.
They got Simon. Simon's developing nicely.
Him and Bradley Beal, those are the richest guys to never win a championship or just to never win games.
Their story's not finished. You don't even know. You never know.
Well, I done seen enough. They're in year 11, 12 now. So, yeah. Anyways, the biggest surprises in the West. Biggest surprise in the West.
My biggest surprise is Denver, man.
Yeah, mine too.
Denver. I told you. We at the beginning you were kind of questioning Jamal Murray's health.
Yes, I was.
Right?
He looks like he's in prime right now.
Jamal Murray.
Joker's playing at an MVP level.
From a Canadian standpoint, of course, the Joker once again
playing at an MVP level.
Point center. He is an MVP in my eyes right now. Giannis deserves it because he has less talent that he's working with at the moment. But man, Joker once again.
I think KD and Tatum are MVPs.
Right over Joker.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think the Joker. But anyway, Jamal's putting us Canadians on notice that right now he is the best, skill for skill, pound for pound Canadian in the NBA right now. Right now. Like he was doing it before when he made the All-Star and all that good stuff. But right now, coming off of that horrific injury, just give him, what he did against the Clippers, I was like, okay.
Man, I
love
he's
Jamal
hooping,
Murray.
Man.
He's hooping, man.
I love Jamal Murray. Shout out, One Legacy Agency. Shout out
the
Mike
OGs.
George.
Yeah.
But to say that he's the best ever, like
nobody's taking
Shea's
it from
averaging
him.
like 30 plus a game.
Shea's doing it.
What are we talking about?
He is a 1B right now, man. 1A goes to my man. Jamal Murray, he's putting everybody on notice, and his team's better. So that's what separates the two. He's on a better team.
Yeah, but he also has an MVP guy. Anyways, I agree with you. Biggest surprise for me is Denver. Right. I didn't think that they could get to this level. Defensively was always my concern. I never will ever think that you can be the best player in the NBA and can't defend. I'll never give you that. So this is why guys like Luka, Joker, like I've seen Joker get his whole back blown out by Thomas Bryant for the Lakers, bro. Like, destroy him. Anybody who has a motor and plays aggressive gets Joker out of there.
But what did Joker do to them?
Nothing.
Joker's leaving with a single.
Just look at Joker's his stats versus the top centers or athletic centers in the league and see what he's done.
Okay, fair
enough.
The
numbers are terrible. Not the triple doubles, not the 30 or 40 point, 22 rebound triple doubles. It ain't that.
Are we talking regular season and playoffs?
We're talking about everything. Just look at it. Look at Denver. Look at what Denver done.
In the playoffs, he's what? You have Draymond Green up against him. Draymond's already saying, like, I'm just saying.
Anthony Davis destroyed him in the playoffs. A lot of people destroyed him. Anthony Davis.
Who's that?
Anyways, Denver's record 29-13. They won 15 out of the last 20 games. They're first. They're currently first in the West right now.
Ish Smith effect.
That is my biggest surprise. It has nothing to do with Ish Smith.
Come on, man.
Most of our audience don't even know who Ish Smith is.
You're gonna know on Hip Hop Hoops
that is all
Ish Smith is, man. I got you.
Whatever. Listen, moving on to Ja Morant. Ja Morant had a crazy dunk against Indiana Pacers where he dunked on I forget the kid's name, Smith. Something Smith, I forget his name.
He came from Phoenix in that trade.
Yes, came from Phoenix. He went to Maryland University and he came down, the in and out came back, cocked it back, crazy.
Ooh.
It wasn't an and one, it was just dunk. But is this the best in-game dunk that we've seen?
For the season so far, yes.
For the season?
Yes. I remember Phoenix, the youth from Phoenix, the shooter, the backup point guard. He took a charge, and then he got the charge, but a dude dunked on him. Mm-hmm. Who did that dunk? I can't think about it right now.
Cam Thomas. He took the charge.
He took the charge.
Yeah,
I thought that was a dunk. Even though it was a non-dunk technically.
Yeah, it was
a charge.
Non-dunk.
That had it right now. I thought that was it. But what Ja just did yesterday, God,
the dunk. I don't know, man. Vince. If we're saying this season, I will say this season.
Mm-hmm.
Shaden Sharp had some amazing dunks, but I don't think they were like this.
Not like that.
This dunk, and I think Ja might have even had some other dunks that were crazy too.
Oh, for sure.
So I will agree with you this year, but we got to do some research. We got to do a poll or something and do a research on if this Ja Morant dunk is the best in-game dunk that we've ever seen. Because I know Vince Carter has something to say about this.
Vince will definitely have something to say about that.
And that's wild. So we'll get back to that.
But shout out Ja. I seen that tweet. You're gonna go viral if you try to block him.
Yes, you're gonna go viral.
You're gonna go viral if you try to block him. So defense. I'm rocking with the defenders this year. Take that as a diss, man. Let's turn that knife into a real machete. You know what I mean? And bring that to the gunfight. Refs, allow us, man. Let the defenders defend. Block that. Who's gonna block Ja? Who's gonna block Ja? That's the question. But anyway.
Yeah, what's happening? Anyways, moving on to hip hop, man. Yeah, obviously, we know the Canadian guy. Tory Lanez, he's hired a new attorney.
Yeah,
his attorney helped represent Aaron Hernandez, Casey Anthony, Suge Knight. So,
did any of those guys get free off of those guys? Because I think Hernandez, rest in peace. I know he offed himself in the bin.
That's a cricket moment right there. I don't know.
Suge is still,
I don't know what happened.
Suge is still in the bin. The third individual, I don't know. But there's still a ray of sunlight because my bad, sorry. There's still a ray of sunshine because what Tory is getting charged for is the negligence of shooting the gun in the air.
Right.
So I
think people are confused with the charges.
Right. Because I thought it was attempted. The narrative was he shot at Megan.
And Megan said, you shot me.
And she said that and the bullet fragments hit her. So but what the eyewitness said was he seen a female shoot like there's a muzzle flash towards Megan.
Yes.
And then seen the little guy. Why are you dissing the little guys for? Like his name was Tory. Stop saying little guy. That was a diss. Shot it in the air.
Yes.
Right? So Tory got charged for three charges. Having a concealed weapon in the whip. But nobody even knows who gun that was. They didn't even say it. Well, maybe because it was his whip. I don't know. And it wasn't even his whip, but that's a story for another day.
That's why his lawyer's bad.
Right?
But go ahead.
Negligence of shooting it in the air or whatnot. Recklessly. And there was a third one. There was nothing about him shooting at Megan.
Because
so what was the narrative for?
My question is, if someone says, if I say, listen, Woods shot me.
Right.
And I go to the police and I say, Woods shot me.
Right.
Isn't that either attempted murder, manslaughter, or
above?
Like, so that charge wasn't even...
No.
So did they ignore what
she's
saying?
But like, you see why that defense team for Tory got fired? Because they brought up, I don't know why they did, but they brought up the original interview Kelsey went through when she said she lied. And she had to plead the fifth and get immunity because of that. Because she said, I lied. I felt under pressure, blase, blase, blase. But because the defense team brought it up, prosecution ran with that. Right. And they played it. You understand? So it's like the jury is basing it off what they're hearing, plus with what the eyewitness said. You know what I mean?
So I'm just Tory has to... I'm not saying...
He has to take some blame.
He does, like, bro, because you shot the gun wild,
why?
Like a cowboy.
In your boxers. Yes. Like you just came from Kylie Jenner's crib with the pool party.
Yeah.
You're the man right now, fam.
Yeah. But also, Tory, you need a Chubbs in your life, sir. You need a Chubbs.
You need an OG. Shout out Chubbs.
Tory, you need a Chubbs in your life.
You need that entire team.
Listen, if the boy was doing whatever he's doing in the room, best believe Chubbs is outside the door.
Yep.
He ain't going by himself.
No.
So, I'm not sure where's his Chubbs. Yeah. But Tory, you need a Chubbs. You know what? Tory was feeling himself, man. You need a Chubbs, bro. You need somebody.
He had everything planned out.
Because listen to what I'm saying.
He's out of that deal. He's an independent artist.
Yeah,
dollars are coming in.
You need your boy on a situation like that. Because now if his boy was there, his boy could fend for him.
Right.
Because now it's them two. No, his boy could say that didn't happen.
Right.
And could have, but now he's by himself.
Right. And notice he did not say a word. Didn't testify.
Yeah. I think he should have testified. There
was a gag order on him for the 2 years. So the 2-year slander of Tory Lanez being a woman beater, being a woman shooter, all that.
But also, Tory, again, you're fighting the singer guy. Didn't he snuff him?
Yeah.
Like probably all those things were put in. Like this guy's so aggressive, Your Honor. Look at him. Fighting people. You know, he should have just sat back and relaxed.
Right.
So
I mean, I think when this is all said and done, 20 years from now, a book's going to come out. Kelsey's going to say, no, there's going to be footage. Because you can't tell me all those $1 million homes, that $1 million area, there is no cameras that seen what happened.
They know.
And 20 years from now, when everybody's career is over, you're going to see it on a 30 for 30 joint. You're going to see it on Unsolved Mysteries. This is what happened. Tory, hairline gone. He's going to be bald. You know what I mean?
It's already gone.
And, bro, you're going to see the man did not do what he was charged for.
So what's next?
There was no reasonable doubt, man.
What's next? Does he win on this appeal?
I hope so.
Do we make a trade? Because we
got a couple Americans here.
Just ship him on and send him back home.
Listen, Trudeau, come on, man. Come on, Trudeau. I'm talking to you, man. You know what I mean? 500,000 immigrants we're bringing to our beautiful country, which is cool. It's kind of raising property up. You know what I mean? Inflation at an all-time high. I know we have some Americans in the Bing right now.
We do.
Can we make a trade for Tory?
Can we make a trade?
Bring him home. Bring him home. Because what you're seeing what's happening to Tory right now, it ain't it. Let's bring him home, man. Get on the phone with Biden. You guys have a great rapport. Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen.
Anyways, that's all I have, brother.
Hey, man, I want to shout out the CYBL, man, and Hoop City, of course. Shout out my Yates boys. We had a tough weekend. You know what I mean? Going 2-2 out of 4 games. Shout out TPG. Shout out Triple Balance. You guys got the best of us regular season. You already know.
Shout out Ball in 6, too.
But shout out the Ball in 6. Excellent event they had yesterday. Their All-Star Saturday. Don, your whole team, keep doing what you're doing. Ah, man. Basketball in the 6. It's at an all-time high. Shout out my nephew, David Bottomley, 41. Dropped a 41 nugget. He's putting in the work. You know what I mean?
Good for him.
Point God. I got a bunch of point guards, but he's one of them. You know what I mean? And yo, whatever you're listening to, keep it Canadian. You know what I mean?
Keep it hip-hop hoops, man.
Keep it hip-hop hoops. We here. Follow us on Instagram, IG. Oh, I said Instagram and IG. Instagram and all the other social media
Apple
platforms.
Podcasts, YouTube.
Apple Podcasts. Shout out Title League, Distant Cousins. You know what that is.
Let's go.
We out.
Let's
Where
go.
hip-hop meets hoops.